You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.
Live. My next guest here is really something, I'm telling you. I raced motorcycles for 30 years, and I loved it. And my next guest is a big-time racer. Kai Sorensen, tell me about, what do you race?
I race my Swiss now.
A what now?
I race my Swiss and L26.
And that's a go-kart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you go fast. In fact, you go so fast that I believe you actually were a champion, or are a champion, is that right? Yeah, what do you think of that?
It seems pretty cool to me because all the dimes are on there and it says Go-Kart champion.
And you, now I understand, are racing a different class, even faster class. Now, your go-kart before I read now, did it go 42 miles an hour? Is that what it went? And did you also win, or set a record, I should say, for going the fastest at, which track was that?
The S is at Prairie City.
At Prairie City, over in Sacramento, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you're doing all this stuff. Is that your helmet, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Can you pick that up? That's really kind of cool, isn't it? Can you show that to the world? Red, white, and blue. I like that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you, Kai, something. When you're on that go-kart and you're flying down, what's that feel like?
Feels like it's like a wind coming down my head.
Coming down your head or through?
Yeah, like through the helmet.
Oh, so you're seeing the track right through.
Yeah.
And you're just
It seems like fast, like I'm going like so fast.
really fast.
Yeah.
Like it, huh? We call that the need for speed.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a fun part, don't you think? That's like the funnest part?
Yeah.
So do you like going into the corners better or coming out of the corners, or what part do you like the best?
I think both.
You think both? Wow. Now, my son, when he was little, small like you, 7 years old or so, I got him into motorcycle racing.
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't work on his stuff very much. So who works on your stuff? Who's your mechanic?
Dad.
Dad, huh? And Dad's always there for you, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember that, son. If you're watching this, Dad was always there for you. Well, what's next for you? Are you going to be racing a different series?
Yeah, like Scusa.
So you're moving up a class, if I can remember right, and you were racing 7 years old and under, and the fastest that go-kart was allowed to go was 42 miles per hour.
In Go-Kart, yes.
That was fun, huh? So now you get to go to this bigger, faster class. How fast will those go-karts go?
70 and 71 miles per hour.
71 miles per hour, around 70. Wow, that's a lot faster. Are you going to be able to handle that? You think so? A lot of speed, huh? Boy, I'll tell you what, I envy you. I wish I could do that with you. And this outfit you're wearing, does this, I don't know for sure, but this almost looks like Nomex that doesn't burn. Is that correct? Because it is dangerous what you're doing, right?
Yeah, because if you fall out, you won't scrape yourself.
Oh, you won't scrape yourself? And probably doesn't burn either, is that correct? Do you know? It's a Nomex? Yeah. Because it's like what I wore when I was in the helicopters in the Army, kind of material. So, once again, tell us what your plans are. In fact, why aren't you in school today, anyhow?
I am going to school.
Oh, where do you go to school at?
Sutter Creek.
At Sutter Creek? Are you a star there? Girls after you because you're a racer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so. Darn girls. You know, what's really funny is I actually know your mom and dad. Your mom works with my sweetheart over at the hospital in Amador, at Sutter Amador. They're both nurses together. And so we've actually know your family quite well. Well, not quite well, but we know of them from all the events that we do. But I had never met you before. And I understand you have a little sister.
She's brutal.
She's brutal? Is she going to be a racer too?
I hope not.
I hope not. Why? You worried about your record?
No.
Well, what?
Because I don't want to bust my butt on her kick-kart motors all day.
Oh, you don't want to work on her cart, huh? Do you have to work on your own?
No.
No, not yet, huh? Are you interested in that, though, in the future? No, you're not interested in that at all. I don't blame you. I always liked to ride on them. I didn't like working on them. That's funny. So, do you have anything that you'd like to tell the world out here? I mean, I know we're just talking, but...
The 6 tracks that I ran is Monterey, Perry City, Dixon Davis, Stockton, Applewater, and nothing else.
Nothing else. So one quick question I have for you. Where do you practice at? Do you practice like down the street at your house? Because when I did that, my dad got really mad at me when I was a kid. No, you don't do that, huh? Where do you go practice at?
The home track that we always go to is Stockton and Prairie City.
Oh, Stockton and Prairie City. So you have to kind of commute down there, huh? Well, that's kind of neat. So I also understand maybe you ride dirt bikes a little bit, too. No bikes, huh?
No.
Oh, I guess I didn't read that correctly. No, so you're just a go-kart guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you met some famous people one time, didn't you? Some other racers. Is that what you'd like to do when you grow up? Oh, what a great dream. That's a great dream. You know, dreams come true a lot of times if you just stick with it. That's what I found, at least. So you're going to go to Amador High School eventually or something, aren't you? I mean, you're going to be here in the county in Jackson School. Are you going to play any sports there while you're there, or are you just going to...
Just run. Soccer and running.
Soccer and running? No basketball or football? Ah, come on, I like football. How much time do we have now? Just 1 minute. Okay, so for one last minute, I'd like to ask you one time, really, how neat is it when you're going fast? Do you feel your little bumps go up your back, the little adrenaline? When you go into a corner really hard, do you get it sideways?
Sometimes.
Not always, huh? No, because they stick to the ground really well, don't they?
Yeah, and these do.
Okay. Listen, Kai, I so loved having you on this show today. I just love kids and I love racing. I'm so much thankful that you were here. Thank you for coming in.